and today's case is a gut punch. Texas versus Yenya Cardenas, a woman standing at the edge of a system that's failed her and that she's failed right back. The charge? Theft, under $2,500. But what elevates this beyond a petty crime is the repeat offender enhancement. That alone turns this into a felony with 2 to 10 years of prison time on the table. But this courtroom isn't just about law, about life, addiction, survival, and that gut-wrenching moment where a judge has to ask, do you want help or do you want time? What's at stake? Her freedom, her future, and maybe even her life. Because when the judge starts talking about bodies being found in San Antonio fields, you realize this isn't courtroom drama. This is real, and raw, and terrifying. But here's the twist. Despite the pain and past, Yenya still has a choice. And you watching at home, what would you do in her shoes? Stick with us, because what unfolds over the next few minutes is heartbreaking, infuriating, and deeply human. Let's roll the tape.
In this case, the court is taking its lunch break. All right, court is calling 2024 CR 2331, State of Texas versus Yesenia Cardenas. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense?
John Young.
And are you Ms. Cardenas?
No.
Did you understand that you're charged with theft under $2,500 enhanced? Because the state is proceeding as a repeated count, range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Can we go off the record for a moment? All right, so I'm looking at her history because I'm trying to multitask up here. There are prostitution charges, theft charges, which may or may not be related to the prostitution charges. Has anybody talked to her? I don't know if people just want her to do, or she just wants to do her prison time and be done. But if she just does her prison time and be done, we're going to be back here for prostitution charges and more theft charges. All right, so you would prefer to just go to prison and do your time?
I mean,
Well, I will tell you, people saying this courtroom probation is difficult, and it is. But it's supposed to be designed to rehabilitate people. But what I can tell you, if you have a drug problem, which usually nobody grows up and says they want to be a prostitute, right? Because that's dangerous. It's dangerous with regards to diseases out there. I always tell people there's super gonorrhea now. There's no cure for it.
This right here. This is one of the most heartbreaking parts of the hearing. The judge isn't yelling. She isn't even angry. She's pleading with someone society has already written off. You can feel the frustration when she says, you can't write your own program. That's not just a legal observation, that's a call out to every failed rehab attempt. Every time Yenya tried and slipped, every time the system handed her paper options instead of real help. But here's the question we all have to ask. When someone has a history of prostitution, drug use, and theft, do we just lock them up, or do we finally ask what broke them in the first place? The law offers two choices here: prison time or probation with mandatory inpatient treatment, not outpatient, not check-in once a week. This is full-on, live in recovery. And the judge is blunt: unless there's some sort of intervention in your life, it's not going to work. Now pause. Let me ask you, if you were the judge right now, and you've seen hundreds of people in this exact same seat, what would you do? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.
You never know who it's going to be. Is it going to be somebody who's going to want to kill you or something, and you end up being a part of a Lifetime movie, or somebody discovers a serial killer and you're their latest victim? Or either you end up getting some bad drugs, or you OD and somebody has to identify your body. So if you want, I will follow this agreement and give you the 3 years in prison if the evidence is sufficient, or I can try to get you help. But what I can tell you, the help you need is inpatient treatment. So it would be inpatient treatment.
well, what kind of inpatient treatment would that be?
See, you can't write your own program.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you, you can't write your own program, because writing your own program hasn't worked for you. Because if it would have worked, guess what? You wouldn't have all these prostitutions. You wouldn't have all these theft cases. You wouldn't be here. So If you want the just to go along with the 3 years, I'll give you 3 years, but unless there's some sort of intervention in your life, it's not going to work.
Well, I was recently just put on bond, like, I believe it was 2 weeks ago, and I was on full house arrest.
So here's the thing. You have two choices. In my understanding, they gave you two choices. You can either do probation, and it's going to involve inpatient treatment because you need it, or either you're going to prison. And I always tell people when they make the choice for prison, time will pass whether you're in the prison or not. The question is whether or not you want the time that's passing to somehow change your life and put you on the straight and narrow. I don't think when you were in elementary school, people saw you and said, oh, she's going to be a prostitute, and still something in your life happened along the way where you were using drugs and you started selling your body, and then all of these other things. But what I can tell you, you need inpatient treatment. That's what you need. But if you're going to continue on this route, is your mom still alive?
Yes, ma'am.
Your mom may end up having to identify your body. Somebody gonna find a body in some field in San Antonio. Maybe somebody will have reported you missing, and then your mom or somebody's gonna have to identify your body. So if you want to do the 3 years in prison, I will give you the 3 years in prison. But if you want the court to give you probation, I will give you probation. Choose now.
Take the 3 years.
All right. All right. So according to the plea bargain agreement, you're proceeding on count 2. Punishment is to be assessed at 3 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine. There are no applications. They're taking in consideration 2024 PF 07597. Did you understand that to be the plea, defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea? Defense is, I'm sorry, Ms. Cardenas, is that the plea? Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places? After reviewing state's exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will find you guilty, and the court will find the enhancement true based upon your plea of true and based upon state's exhibits 1 and attachments. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, unfortunately, the person that, so to speak, sucked her into this lifestyle was her husband.
Mhm.
So he is currently serving time, I believe. And she just wishes to put this whole business behind her.
All right, the court will sentence you to 3 years in the prison. There's to be no contact with minors, no contact with Esmeralda A. Valdez. Take in consideration 2024 PF 07597. Give you credit for any time served. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. Is that your mom or?
No.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good day.
Could we step aside, Judge?
Yeah.
Yes. You can step aside in the box.
Yes.
Okay. And what I'll do is, counsel, I can bring y'all back at 1:30.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
So she's gonna be able to go?
Yes, she's gonna go into custody. Well, because
No, I understand. Yeah, I understand what the court's saying.
all right, and we're gonna take our break, everyone. We're back on the record on 2020 CR 2289, State of Texas versus Michelle Garces. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Andrew Harris, Stableman, standing in for Kristen Garrett.
Defense?
Louis Martinez on behalf of Ms. Garces.
All right, so I gave you two choices. Which do you choose?
And Judge, if I could just prevail upon the court again to consider alternate resolutions. Once again, if I'd ask the court to give her a UA today, and if she's clean, I think that demonstrates that maybe sending her to safety would be not what she needs. It might be a waste of resources at that time. because obviously she's got a very demonstrated mental health issue. And I think that that needs to be addressed. And if we're not getting that addressed, then I don't think that she's going to be successful down the road regardless.
Okay.
And so, like I said, I'd ask the court to consider that, because I don't think it's, just a rampant substance abuse problem. I think that she has underlying mental health issues.
All right. And so what I said before is felony drug court would address all of that. So you have two choices. You can go to prison. I'll revoke you because you have been missing for a while, or you can go to safety. Those are your two choices. Which do you choose?
How long was the prison? What was the prison?
3-year prison. Or so probably there about it.
Ma'am, I was hanging out with the wrong crowd. I never been in trouble before.
Okay, let me just tell you something. You know who the wrong crowd is? If the people you were hanging out were here before me with a motion to revoke, they would say that they were hanging out with the wrong crowd. And then I would ask them who that is, and it would be you. When people say they're hanging out with the wrong crowd, you are a part of the wrong crowd. So you were placed in felony drug court, and I want you to internalize what I'm saying. Felony drug court has a dual diagnosis program where they will help you with mental health. They'll help you with drug issues. They will get you clean and sober. And once you're clean and sober, they'll diagnose the mental health issues you may have. But if you run away from the program, there's nothing they can do. And according to your motion to revoke, you have been missing April, May, June, July.
So, here's how it ends. Yenya Cardenas chooses 3 years in prison. No probation, no treatment, no second chance. Just time, and the court grants it. She served those 3 years behind bars, with a $2,000 fine and a heavy criminal history trailing her into every job interview and every apartment application for years to come. But the courtroom isn't just a place for punishment, it's a stage for tough love, raw emotion, and hard decisions. The judge gave her a fork in the road, healing, or time. And in the end, it's not just about Yenya, it's about the system, and whether it's built to heal ... or to repeat itself. What do you think? Was prison the right call? Or should the judge have pushed harder for rehab? We want to hear your thoughts. Comment below. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button. Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns. We'll be back next time with more truth, justice, and the drama in between. Until then, stay sharp.